Okay, the podcast is back. It is back.
For the third time.
Third time? I think it's the fourth time.
It's back once
It
again.
doesn't matter. It literally
It does not matter how many times we have done the podcast. It will continue forever.
Until Michael dies.
No, even then, it will continue.
No.
We are not continuing.
We're not
it.
continuing the podcast if you die.
Unless you put that, unless you die really, really early and you put that in, your will, please continue the podcast, then sure.
You are legally obligated to continue the podcast.
You said, you end up getting tons of money because you find pirate treasure, but you only give it to me and John as long as we continue the podcast on a weekly basis.
You would just take the money and run.
Well, no, it would
That's
be
a good
it
song.
would be in
Take
a
the money and run.
Not
We
useless.
have to get a pie dish because I'm not even supposed to be here, but Michael and Peter couldn't decide who has to go to the store and get a pie dish.
To be honest, Mom and Dad were like, no, you should just all go anyway.
Yeah, Mom and Dad wanted all of us to go anyway. And
All
the
I'm
fact
saying is
that
I'm
me
not
and
going in the
Michael were
store.
arguing.
I'm staying inside the car. I'm just here because I'm obligated to be here.
Okay, so
You're not gonna help us find. It's gonna spend more time if you stay in the car than.
I don't care. I'm wearing shorts and it's like 40 degrees outside. I'm not going outside.
That's your poor decision-making skills.
No, this is all your fault.
What? No, I didn't make you wear shorts. Why are you even wearing shorts?
Because I like to
think
wear
I would go
shorts.
outside today.
What?
Well, first
Didn't you have to do yard work today?
Well, yeah, but I took a shower after.
Yeah, you take a shower and then you get in shorts because you stay inside.
Why didn't you get in pajamas so then you'd have an actual reason to not go out anywhere?
Because no one wears pajamas at 12.
I would wear pajamas at 12.
You're a college student. That doesn't count.
Well, I don't wake up till 11, so
Yeah,
I
that's
am
the
wearing
point.
pajamas
Yeah.
at 12 because I haven't got a shower. Anyway.
Nobody puts pajamas back on after they take a shower.
Well, I mean, if you get a shower at night, right? Like if you take a shower
yes.
and then
Okay. If you take a shower at night, then yes.
Peter doesn't
I
take
take a
showers
shower
at
in the
night.
morning.
He takes showers in the morning, even if there's not enough time for him
Well,
to do
I
it.
mean,
It'll be
if
like
you
7,
stay up
10
late
though.
enough, the night is just the morning
Okay,
anyway.
that's
so.
not the point.
Yeah, what Peter will do is he'll
I
wake up
take
late
a shower
and still take a shower.
after I wake up in the morning.
Even if it makes no sense, we don't have time.
Even yes, it makes no sense to wake up.
It'll be like
because-
7:15 and we'll
Okay,
wake
I've
up
never
late.
taken a shower at 7:15.
7:10.
7:10. That's more likely.
You can't take a shower at 7:10. You have to leave by 7.
School doesn't open till 7:30.
The school is weird. They messed up the entire traffic thing by not letting the doors open until 7:30.
Oh,
Like they don't.
Doors don't open till 7:30. It doesn't make sense to get
that was
there.
always how it was, though.
No. You could get there.
Oh no. You're right. Yeah, you're right. You
It
could
may
get
have
there
been
early.
7, but
It may have been 7. There might have been no one in the school at that time.
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't even 7 because I think I had been there at 7 before, and it was empty except for teachers, but you could still get in because the doors
Yeah,
were
they don't-
locked.
in order to, I don't know why they did
It's
this.
probably a COVID thing.
Probably, I don't know. It's just,
So now we leave.
it really doesn't matter as long as we leave.
Can teachers
before.
still get in? Because teachers
Yeah,
actually
teachers
did
still.
stuff from
Yeah.
teachers would get there at 6:30 and work for an hour
Yeah, teachers
before
can
class,
still get in.
before school started.
Teachers can still.
I think on the first day of school,
weird.
since we were in the marching band, we were able to get in, aren't we?
Well, we went in the back door.
No, we went in the front door the first day of school.
Oh, we did.
They probably let you.
I
in
specifically
early.
remember a dude being like, "Oh, you're marching band, you can go in."
That reminds me of elementary school when
Okay, I'm gonna go to Walmart first.
okay. It reminds me of elementary school when there was you'd get there and they literally would not let you in. Do you remember that in
Yeah.
Cedar Point?
Yeah.
Where it was everyone would get there and everyone would stand and that
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember being really confused by it as well. We got there
I don't remember
early.
being
and
confused by it. It was just oh, they didn't want us in the
Well,
building.
I don't know. I was not the smartest kindergarten.
And you're still not
Well-
the smartest. You're senior.
Yeah. I got a scholarship opportunity from Raytheon, even though Dad no longer works there.
Well, but that's not the scholarship
What the
opportunity
heck
wasn't
are these guys doing?
hinging on Dad working there.
No, I suppose not.
Yeah.
Peter got mad at me because I was eating nachos without heating up the cheese.
He didn't melt his he just grabbed chips, put salsa and cheese on them. That's not nachos.
Yeah, it's still nachos. It's
No,
still cheese
it's
on
not.
it.
Peter has this idea that you have to melt
melted.
cheese for there to be nachos.
That makes it
No.
they're not actually nachos if you don't melt the cheese.
I mean, okay, there is an argument that they're not nachos, they're just chips.
They're just chips with topping. It's not nachos.
That's nachos.
Yeah, but like, not chips with cheese is nachos, right? Like, if you have a cheese dip and you dip a chip into it, is it a nacho then? Yeah, see, there you go. Like,
Peter was very angry about that.
I wasn't even all that angry. I was just confused.
And then I decided to mess with him more. He just got mad.
Okay, so I was trying
He was just
to sit there watching videos on my phone in my bedroom.
well, what videos were you watching?
I don't know what videos he was watching.
A Halo Infinite video.
Oh, okay, that's respectable. Continue.
What did you think I was watching?
I don't know. I don't know. That's why I asked. Also, it was funny.
Anyway.
So
I'm sitting there trying to watch this video.
So I go into his room and
he unlocks the door. I'm like, hey, John, what do you want? And he's like, rah! Rah!
He's a warrior.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And I just go into his room and he won't let me in his room, even though I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just
John!
I don't want him in my room.
Yeah.
But he just does that. He just sits there,
So I just stand
opens
outside
my
his
door
room.
slightly, and goes raw
Yeah,
for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, John's done that to me before. I just closed my door on it.
He opens the door again.
Then you punch him and tell him to go away.
Yeah, Peter didn't punch me.
Okay, I didn't. I pushed you away.
He kind of tried to slap me and just pushed me away.
Or you get like a Nerf gun or a sword or something.
I didn't.
He doesn't have the swords.
I
He's
don't have them
Peter.
in my room.
Because we only have 2 swords, I think.
And they're both in my room because
yeah.
I'm holding them.
Yeah, I think they're both in
Because
your
I have all the weapons.
I think I
Anyway.
stole the machete back. That's mine.
Yeah, probably. What was the point of that? You were just telling me how John's annoying?
Yeah. I mean,
That's-
we have nothing else to talk about.
We never have topics for these things. I don't know
Never
why.
comics.
Well,
I
no,
can't call it.
it's
I'm trying to make fun of Peter for saying the nachos. But,
Well, yeah, I mean, we could go back to that again. Like,
We
what
could-
makes a nacho a nacho?
No. We could talk about how I have way too many games on my school computer.
Well, I mean, as long as you're not running out of space for actual stuff, then you're good. You have Ravenfield?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Because that's all you need.
I got Call of Duty 4.
Call of Duty 4? Which
Yeah,
one's
Modern
that?
Warfare.
Modern Warfare.
just call it Modern Warfare. No one calls it Call of Duty 4.
I don't know if the multiplayer. What it is?
Why would the multiplayer work?
Well, the multiplayer doesn't work. The only multiplayer that works is Halo 2 multiplayer because it's Microsoft. I think Halo 2 multiplayer. You'd have to
I'm
double
fairly
check.
sure it works. I saw something.
It does work. I know it worked when I had.
Oh,
the
I
school
got
computer.
Half-Life 1 and 2.
That's why would you get Half-Life on the school computer? You can just play it on normal.
So I can play it while I'm supposed to be doing my physics IA.
Yeah, so he can play it
You
upstairs
should
in
just
his
do your
room while he's
physics
supposed to be
IA.
doing his homework. We gotta get Mom and Dad to watch this so we can prove that all that Peter does in his room is.
I don't just play computer games.
I'm pretty sure you do. I don't
Like,
think it
I'm
takes-
gonna be honest.
I don't think it-
Physics IA is probably more interesting than Half-Life.
I haven't played it before.
Oh well, why didn't you play it when we got it? When I bought it?
Because I didn't.
Also, it's really annoying to get the story because there's no subtitles.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, okay. And the second ones are kind of like better anyway. I remember playing the story, the original Halo though. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
And then I played through some of Halo 2.
Did you not complete Halo 2? Halo 2
I don't
is-
remember. No, I did complete it because it ends on a cliffhanger and
Yeah, it's
it's
really
really
annoying.
dumb. How much is Infinite gonna be? If they're releasing the multiplayer for free, why? I'm not gonna pay $60 for a campaign
That doesn't make any sense.
unless it's like
Really?
really good.
Yeah, it has to
That
be
dude
really
should
good.
not have gone.
Like it has to be like Fallen Order levels of like, but that's not even a like.
They're probably not gonna do it.
People are just mad at Halo Infinite. It's
Well,
funny
yeah, because they
the-
did the classic like free game with lots of microtransactions and a crappy battle pass that doesn't work because they want to make money. That's how they make money. It's free. I don't know what people were expecting. I mean,
Well,
the good thing though is that they were like, okay, we get that people are mad because nobody likes this, and like we just did it because that's what everyone else did, and we hear that you are not liking it because nobody likes that because nobody likes that.
Yeah, no one
Nobody likes like they would have paid for
I would rather pay for a $10 to $20 game than have a game that has microtransactions that you have to pay $10 to $20 to get into. But of course, the thing
Who
is
is
about
supposed to go here?
You should know this. You're a
not you,
driver.
because all of these people.
Definitely not you, because
that guy's going before you.
all the people that are driving
What the
past
heck?
you have the right.
And then that guy's going.
Stop doing hand signals.
Just go.
I'm just gonna go.
Yeah.
People
weird.
People aren't moving. I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know what that lady was doing. Anyway, like I'm not gonna pay $60 for a campaign. I mean, the only time I did that was Star Wars Squadrons, and that was because I really liked Star Wars at the time, and it was like, oh yes, I'll do it. And then I couldn't play it, and it doesn't matter, and I've never finished it. And
Star Wars.
It doesn't really work on a keyboard and mouse anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't. And I actually have a good turning radius.
Yeah, you can actually turn.
Like in the truck where I cannot.
The truck has a fine turning radius. You're just crap.
No, you
never
barely
driven.
have your permit. You haven't even gotten it from the DMV. You passed the test.
I passed the test.
Yeah, okay, good. You passed the test. That's good.
Well, he failed it the first time.
Yes, I know. I was told. I tutored him on the thing so that he would not fail the second time.
Yeah, he passed the second time, even though on his screen it said it failed.
No, that was real weird. So on my screen it said that I failed, which I was really confused by. But on the teacher screen that was doing it, whatever, it said that I passed. So.
Huh, that's weird.
The thing's as old. The thing's from that 90s, so it's a really crappy website. So I'm not surprised that it did that.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna pause and we're gonna come back when we either go to Target or go home because this is only 11 minutes. So like we can stretch that. Okay, we are back. We have returned. So the Walmart did not have the pie pan, so now we're going to Target.
Yeah.
Well, Walmart had a pie pan, but it wasn't the right one. So.
Yeah, it was not the
And
correct.
all the other spots where pie pans would normally be were empty because it's the day before Thanksgiving, so people buy pie pans.
Not sure what that person is doing.
Well, which that kind of makes sense.
Okay.
You should go to Dunkin' Donuts.
No.
You're saying you don't want donuts?
We don't need donuts.
Yeah, it's like,
Oh, I could have gone out a different way. That would have been smarter.
whatever. You're the one driving.
All the mistakes are on you.
Okay. I don't remember what we were talking about before we stopped the podcast.
Neither do I.
That's okay. Oh, wait. No. I don't know. I mean, it's Thanksgiving tomorrow. Is it anything? That's why we're doing a podcast, because I'm back. So
You're back. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're only slightly better than Peter.
Well, I mean, that's not like that hard.
True.
You're turning, right? Yeah. Okay.
I know where I am.
I don't know where you are.
Park Center. Where that's Roberts.
This is Roberts.
Yeah.
Because the Walmart and Target are pretty close.
I think this is going to be like a long episode of the podcast. This is going to hold people over until I come back for
Christmas.
For Christmas.
Which is 2 weeks. Or 3.
Yeah. This is gonna.
It's more like 2 weeks because you get out early for Christmas rather than we get out.
There's also do you guys want to do like more of the the Box Nerd versus the Warrior video we did?
Yeah.
Sure. Why is that on?
Because it's...
Is it broken? You don't mess with it. I'll get it. There we go.
What about the video?
What about-
Screen
Oh,
video?
do you want to do more stuff similar to that, where it's I don't know, scripted?
Yeah, we could. I think we should get Peter in there.
No,
Well, Peter doesn't want to do it.
Peter's the
and
cameraman.
we need a cameraman. Okay, but it depends. If we have a video that's us talking in it, Peter will have to be in it because we gotta have me be the normal guy who's trying to do the YouTube channel. You be the stupid guy who doesn't want to do the YouTube channel, doesn't want to do anything, and John's the crazy guy, right?
that's the dynamic.
That's the dynamic.
I mean, that's the dynamic we have. It's not wrong.
Yeah. See.
Insane.
We can't really, if we just have the guy who wants to do stuff and the crazy guy, it's not as funny.
That's why the podcasts are so good.
Okay.
Because we have everyone.
Yeah.
You have normal, stupid, and crazy.
Right. Like, it's like, yeah. That's why the Three Stooges, you got the almost normal guy, the stupid guy, and the crazy guy.
Is that actually the Three Stooges?
Kind of, but they're all kind of
they're all
like,
stupid, aren't they?
they're all kind of all stupid.
So we are the Three Stooges.
No, because I'm not stupid. I'm smart. I'm doing a podcast.
You're a history major.
Yeah, I'm gonna do more stuff. Also, I'm getting a major.
Also, a history major isn't like stupid. Like,
Yeah, history major isn't stupid. Did they paint over all the lines in this parking lot?
No, sure. Why are you going the super long way?
What? What do you mean? Why am I going to super long?
Like, why didn't you go to the other? Okay, what?
Because that's how you're supposed to do parking lots. What?
Yeah. So you get closer to the target.
You still chose that.
It's the one I could pull through.
Yeah, the watch.
Parking is hell, as you will find out, John.
I don't think parking's that bad because the like parking.
Parking is hell.
Parking simulation that I had was like horrible. But that's only because you had to use like arrow keys, like a WASD for.
Imagine that, but he's real life.
But you have a steering wheel, so it actually makes sense to like move the car instead of WASD to try to park a car.
WASD?
Whatever, WASD, whatever.
WASD. It's just WASD.
Whatever.
It's just WASD.
There's no D. Well, there is.
Well, there is a D, but it's not a dad.
It's not a dad. It's not WASD. It's not
WASD.
WASD.
That is kind of funny to say WASD. Yeah. That's like, I don't know. I could see that.
I don't know, but it was weird because you had to like, instead of just having a steering wheel steer it, like part of the things would turn, like some of the keys would turn the wheels.
Are you talking about the video game?
No, I mean in driver's ed.
You had to do a
parking simulation.
Parking simulation
I never
video
had to
game.
do that.
Neither did I.
That's dumb.
Neither of you probably had Mr. Holder.
Did you at least
I did
use
have Mr.
WASD
Holder.
the way you're supposed to?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because if you tried to do it the way you do it, you would not win.
Well,
okay, can we go on to the target now?
Yeah, okay. I'm
gonna
pause the podcast. What do you have to say, John?
We had to kind of do a little weird because I think A and D moved the wheels.
Oh.
So you had to move the wheels to how you wanted to move them.
It functioned as a D turn wheel SWS.
That's so annoying.
As
yeah,
brake and gas.
Really
that's
crappy.
dumb.
It was really crappy. If I had an actual steering wheel, I'm pretty sure it'd be a hell of a lot easier.
Yeah.
So I don't know why you're complaining, Pete.
All right, we're going to the store. Okay, we're back. We have to go back to Walmart because Target had no pie pans at all. So now we have to go back to Walmart.
And we can blame all of this on Peter since he's the driver.
I mean, sure, I guess. Not really. I don't know if it's really Peter's fault that everyone's buying pie pans.
No, I'm saying it's Peter's fault since he's the driver.
I don't know why Mom and Dad didn't just get a pie pan beforehand.
Yeah.
That would have been a smart thing to do. We're not worried about it. Just, I don't know.
I have 2 pies instead of 3.
Yo.
What's the third pie they're making?
I don't know.
I have no idea. We normally only make like.
All right, it fell down, but that's okay.
You have 2, because you have pumpkin and apple.
Yeah, pumpkin and apple. And the apple pie is always kind of better than pumpkin because the pumpkin's kind of lame. But
well, I mean, pumpkin is made out of canned pumpkin because that's what we make it out of. Apple is just made out of fresh apples.
It's not always fresh.
Not always fresh, but generally just apple slices. So it's generally better.
Well, apple
has
a
lot more
ingredients. Yeah, a lot more ingredients in it. So what's the third pie? Is it maybe it's chicken pot pie?
No.
Yes. Chicken pot pie.
They wouldn't have needed a special pie pan for chicken pot pie.
Maybe they wanted one. They specifically wanted to do chicken pot pie in a pie pan just to mess with you.
Just for Thanksgiving.
Just for Thanksgiving.
So dumb.
What do you have against chicken pot pie anyway, Peter?
I just don't like it.
What?
Why? It's good.
I don't like it.
There's nothing wrong with it. You like chicken.
You like chicken. You like pie. You have.
I don't know.
You tolerate pots.
So I don't see the problem with chicken pot pie.
Yeah.
You don't like chicken. You're fine with pots, and you like pie.
Yeah.
You should be perfectly fine with chicken pot pie.
Is it because they put vegetables in it?
Probably.
That's dumb.
That's dumb because you have this hatred for vegetables.
Well, no, he doesn't hate vegetables.
Okay, you don't have this hatred. You have this idea that like you should have like a dish, and that it would all be better if there wasn't any vegetables.
Vegetables really aren't necessary for most dishes.
They don't hurt. They don't do anything
Well,
to
yeah,
dish.
but like
they don't add flavor.
No, but they just add a crappy flavor, and it's just
They
like,
don't add any flavor. They just take in the flavor of whatever you're doing it with,
Well,
like
yeah, but
cheese.
they have
or
a bad
meat.
texture.
No, they don't. What? They're vegetables.
They're vegetables.
No, don't like them.
You're crazy.
If not liking vegetables makes me crazy, then I guess I'm crazy.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's better from doing my crazy, where I just am crazy.
Well, yeah, you probably think vegetables are made out of meth or something.
Yeah, they probably put meth in school. We use the school food.
Well, I mean, the school vegetables, I don't know if
They
those
like
are vegetables.
dry them out and inject meth.
I don't get the school vegetables because they
Because
just
they're
have
crappy.
apples every single time, and the apples are gross. But like,
They're
The
better
apples
than
are
the
weird.
vegetables.
The apples I've seen.
Why are you parking all the way over here?
because I can.
Yeah, you got screwed. You can't pull through any of these spots.
Yeah.
Why
And
didn't you
I'm-
go closer to the Walmart?
The
Do you want me to go closer to Walmart?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
The school apples are weird. Like I've seen because there's an apple and I've like seen like random like spots on them.
Yeah, the apples are odd.
Yeah, they're probably not great because they're like
Like I've
packaged.
seen spots on them.
Oh,
Random.
there was
apples
one
are
time
high
they
school.
did chicken and waffle.
Was it?
They
good?
had chicken strips with Eggo waffles, and they were the weirdest thing that the school has ever served because they probably literally ran out of food.
Didn't they have,
No, I mean, I'm sure it was like a meal thing.
Was it like the bag, small Eggo waffles that they had?
No. It was like the whole grain Eggo waffles.
Oh, the
that you-
whole grain ones.
Whole
Those are
grain.
terrible. Those are awful.
It's whole grain stuff.
Okay, I'm not going this way.
You went one row over. What? How is this an improvement? I wanted you to go so we didn't have to walk 50.
And so you don't forget where the car that you parked is, like last time.
You wanted an improvement. This is by definition
I guess
an improvement.
technically, but you just went over a row. You didn't even go any closer to the Walmart.
You saw parked in the same.
You parked in the same length away.
Why?
Because
All right, well, we'll come back to this after we buy the pie pan that we found in the first one. All right, we're back. So we got the pie pan, but now we have to go to Giant to make sure there isn't a better pie pan, even though we've already bought this first one. We might end up with two pie pans in the end. You know where you're going, right, Peter?
I think so.
John, do you want to look up Google Maps or?
No.
Oh, that's drive. I want to be in reverse.
You can go and
You
drive.
can go and drive, Peter.
I don't want to go that way.
But why not? It's the same.
No, I wanna go out that way.
Oh, well, you can go out that way by going forward too.
Yeah.
You just have to go around a little
You
bit.
made this harder for yourself, Peter.
Yeah.
I cannot join his head.
There's also the issue of the car right next to us trying to leave.
Yeah, you should have just put it
You
through.
could have went forward. That would have. That was pretty close, Peter.
You're making dumb decisions. This is
I
what-
am making Peter decisions.
so dumb.
So dumb decisions. Like you walked into that one. I don't know what you were
Yeah.
expecting us to say.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Does Mom and Dad want us to send a picture of the Giant pie pan too? Maybe, hopefully, when we get to Giant, there's just no pie pans, and we don't even have to worry about it. We can
Giant
just go
sells
home.
pie pans.
They probably do. I think they do. They're like a general store like Walmart, except for smaller. And I think
Mom
they do
sent
more
me
food.
a
They're kind of like
bunch
Target.
of things. Sent me a few.
But, oh, a bunch of emojis. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She says to look for deep dish pie pans.
I don't think anyone sells those. Well, I guess
they
someone
also want us to
sells
buy a
them.
bag of green beans.
Oh, a bag of green beans?
Yeah, they showed me this picture.
Frozen.
Oh, like those green beans. Okay.
We hit this like
They
30
said that
times.
if they have
Okay,
no
we didn't
glass
actually
pan
hit
a giant, they should have whatever disposable
actually,
aluminum
I
pie
want to
dishes.
be in the other lane.
Also,
if-
that guy is on their phone, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, so if they have no glass pans, they want us to get a aluminum disposable pan. Like a
Oh.
Oh, okay. Then why'd they have us get this one? Are they gonna like look at it and be like, no, this is bad?
I don't know. That's what they just texted. It's
So-
probably Dad doing this stuff. That seems like something he would do. Get us to like
Plan.
look at every single possible pie pan in existence.
Just
to get
go
the
up
perfect one.
Zion.
I think that works. Sounds good to me.
Sounds correct, but you know, I don't know. Could be wrong. No, this is this right? No.
He's definitely gonna hit Zion.
Yes,
Zion
because this
comes
is the way
out
to the
and
pool, John.
Yes, I was
You're
throwing
being-
this
well,
way to
there's
my
no meaning.
word, but this is like a long way to get
Is
to
the
whatever
podcast
you
wrong?
Yeah, it is. It's running.
It's like that's like the long way to get to you.
I
it's
think
running.
any other way would also be longer, or similar length.
We're at 25 minutes.
I don't think any way
Why
would be
are we doing,
quicker.
like a 30-minute podcast.
It's to hold people over.
No,
It's
they're just
to
gonna
be cool.
They're just gonna wonder why it was so long, and there's like random pauses and all this other random stuff, and why it was so boring.
It's not that boring. It's pretty interesting, I think. It's pretty
I don't know,
funny.
It doesn't seem that interesting.
It's rattling.
Yes, I know.
That annoys
It's a
me.
rattlesnake.
Ah!
Oh.
Peter.
That person just moved
That
over. How
wasn't
am I
even-
supposed to?
Wasn't even your fault. That was actually just that person not doing anything.
Yeah.
That's the person not realizing that there's a random turn
Turn
that
lane.
it
Goes
to
down to one lane.
one lane.
Look,
yeah.
there's the pool. It's all
Oh, that's
closed.
closed,
All
yeah.
closed.
And this is Zion.
Yep, this
Yeah,
is Zion.
so
This
this
is
is
coming out
Zion.
here.
There were times where you decided just to go down Zion to get to my pool.
You're
Just
in
a weird way.
Okay,
It's
I don't
fine.
know why you did that.
Cause I want to hit this lane.
You would have hit it either way.
I may not have. I don't want to.
No, you would have hit it either
You would have
way.
hit it either way.
And if you did that, then there's a possibility the guy in front of you would have come over and you would have hit him. Although, really, he should put his turn signal on so that that never happens. But, you know, apparently that guy's not using turn signals.
Well, he was using turn signals, but he used it for half a second. He didn't use it before he moved. He
He used
hit
it while he was moving.
while he was moving. So he. Yeah. And since there was barely enough room.
Brigantine Road. What a weird road. Some of these names. Strovewood. Grovewood. Okay, that's...
How did you
that's
read
enough.
that as Strovewood?
Well, I couldn't see it.
Strove-
The lighting was bad.
I could read that perfectly. How could?
Well, you're paying attention to it.
Stroford sounds cooler though.
Yeah, it does. See?
That's not the point.
Not the point.
Oh, I could have done this better. I didn't need a turn off of Roberts.
Yeah, you could have just...
Yeah.
That's what I thought you were going to do.
I'm an idiot. Yeah, I could have.
I knew there was a quicker way. We didn't have to go
Yeah.
all the way down to my pool. It was fine.
Abernathy Road. Where's the lane? Abernathy Lane.
And then do I turn on Sideburn?
Well... No, you don't have
No,
to
you
turn
don't
on
have to.
Zion.
I don't have to turn on Sideburn. I
You
know, but
just go all the way up to Odd.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Isabella, the court.
So hell, what?
Or I think it was just Isabel. It had an E, so it's Isa. Anyway, let's see. What else can we talk about? Tiny tots. They're still doing tiny tots.
Yep,
Yeah,
I'm
why
in
would
it this year.
Why would they stop doing
Are-
tiny?
Yeah, I play contra, clarinet, and
Oh, I thought you were saying you were going to play one of the characters.
no.
No, you never do something so cool.
Yeah.
I don't even. I think that I didn't. I must have missed the sign up thing.
You're a senior, Peter. Like they're like they're obligated to give you like a character.
Yeah, kind of. They kind of are.
I don't know who he talked to give characters, but I was not part of
I
that.
remember him being like, okay.
Well, there's usually like a sign up. It's like
Yeah, there's a
you
sign
sign
up,
up to
there's
be.
sign
You
for-
can sign up to be characters.
sign up for like whatever, for like be a character or like a toy soldier, and it's like, oh, if you're a senior, like you get a character, and everyone else kind of is like toy soldiers or like elves.
Yeah.
I don't. They didn't give me. They didn't. I don't
You
know.
probably weren't
Maybe they
paying
did it differently this year.
Mr. Waffle like definitely like told it to Concert 4 to be like, I need toy soldiers and elves.
Well, yeah, because Concert 4 is the toy soldiers and elves.
Yeah.
And like Symphonic gets to be the characters.
Yeah. I don't
With
know
the
how they
reference
did
for
characters. I don't even know who's who.
Well, I mean, you can obviously tell when you get to the thing.
Yes, and I could also just ask.
Yeah.
You need to be in the other
You need to
lane.
be in the
I
other
do
lane,
need to
Peter.
be in the other lane. Sorry, force of habit.
Yeah. What's the gas prices? Biden making gas prices.
Yeah, crazy.
It is kind of crazy. That's like
It is
30,
very,
damn.
very ridiculous. But it's 343 across everywhere, so it's...
So it's all the same.
Oh, boy.
It's so much better.
You
It's
have
all
no
the same.
options.
For it to pay high tax for gas prices.
You don't pay taxes.
I meant to say gas. Next time I said tax. I do pay taxes. I have to pay a little bit when I was working. I had to pay.
Oh,
You
yeah.
don't work
tax.
anymore. It was a summer job.
That's not important. I had
Income
to,
tax is unconstitutional.
I had to pay a little bit of income tax.
Isn't income tax like...
It is literally unconstitutional, yes, but the
Yeah.
government makes so much money off of it, and they do it in such a way that no one gets mad about it. So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all whoever's fault. I think it's who was it did it.
Roosevelt, I think.
Yeah, I think it was
Maybe,
Roosevelt.
I don't know.
It wasn't someone. I think it was Roosevelt.
It doesn't really matter. If you got rid of income tax, they would have to cut the government down so much that
Yeah,
people
which would be
get mad at
good.
them.
Less government. Less stupid
John's
shit.
libertarian.
Well, it's not just libertarian. Well, actually, John probably is libertarian because he's like, I want to do whatever I want and I want to kill people.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like a literal libertarian where he's like, I want to shoot people.
Yeah.
Yes.
A random person up there, want to shoot him. Why is he crossing the road like that?
He works here. He's wearing the like uniform.
What's this person standing over here? I don't know.
They're waiting for something. They also work there.
Also, they're trying to blow up
they
the
were wearing
giant.
uniform too.
No, they're
Why
fighting
are you trying to harass the giant employees?
Because.
These one is a pull through. Let's.
Hey, it's actually close to the giant.
Yeah, it's not far away.
Well, that just... I
Tropical
generally
smoothie.
pick the first one I see.
Which is probably finding the other way. The first one you see.
We're at 32 minutes. We're gonna get up to like 45 this one. It's pretty good. Anyway, we'll come back after we've been in the giant. All right, we're back in the podcast. We're finally going home. So this should be like, I don't know, you probably got like 10 more minutes to podcast before it's going on over. So, you've only got 10 more minutes of us.
Savor this.
Yeah, savor this. You gotta savor these moments, Peter. What?
Also, we get stuck in a car crash.
I'm telling you, because you never want to do the podcast and you're like opposed to it.
Yeah.
At all.
I dislike the
Okay.
podcast. That's not illegal.
Yes, it is. It is illegal. It's not allowed to dislike the podcast.
No, you don't-
Especially
I'm
when you're.
allowed to say that's like 1984 because I've read the book.
It's true. But you just read it online, so that doesn't count.
What do you mean? I read an online copy.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
That doesn't count.
What do you mean that doesn't
You have to read the physical book. Else, you're being censored because it's online. So, like, how do you know they haven't changed it?
Yeah.
You know, I haven't changed it with different printing copies.
Well, because
It was
It's
literally
printed.
just a PDF that was pictures of the book.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
been censored.
It's been censored.
It's been edited.
You do realize the entire point of 1984 is that they're editing literally everything.
Yes.
Well, I mean, everything is edited. That's else it would
Yes,
be.
but
yeah.
they're nothing is not. So it wouldn't matter if it was truly 1984. It wouldn't
Isn't there
matter.
a sex scene in the book anyway?
Yeah, there's.
Yeah.
To be honest, we only read it because we're reading Handmaid's Tale.
That's so
what the,
dumb.
That's what the teacher said. This is the only reason we
Okay.
decided that the English department decided to allow you guys to read this book.
was because it's the better. You should just read Fahrenheit 451. That's the better version of both of those, probably. I've read Fahrenheit 451, and I don't need to read 1984 or Handmaid's Tale.
I don't know. 1984 is good,
I
but I've
should
never read
probably
Fahrenheit 451. So
What? Why have you not read Fahrenheit 451? It's the best.
I haven't read it.
We own it. You should read it.
Okay, Dad says I should read
What a brave new world.
Brave New World. Yeah.
Oh, I should probably read that one too, because that one's like actually good.
Break.
Yeah. Have you read The Martian? I think it's called The Martian Chronicles, but it's a collection of short stories by Bradbury.
I have not read anything by.
It
Bradbury.
ends in 2021. Fun fact, I think.
I cannot go. Why?
You can
'Cause
go.
lights.
You're just being
I-
slow, Peter.
Oh, that dude needs to get around. Okay. This sucks.
Well, you can move forward.
Well, I really
Well, you can't now, but you could before, and then you'd be in a position to move forward even more.
And that dude is blocking, so I can't even really see.
I just go for it.
How long is the book? 1984. How long?
It's not that long.
It's 1,984 pages exactly.
It is not.
That'd be pretty long. That would be a pretty long book, John.
I cannot.
Maybe it says
This-
it's that
Yeah,
long.
he's telling you to go because you can't see, but
I can't go.
You can.
well, you can't go now, but he wants
Okay.
you to move forward, so then you could have moved.
You should go.
Okay,
I
go. Well,
What?
not now because
What? What do you mean?
Oh.
if you had been looking in that direction, you would have seen that when that guy moved, there wasn't any cars behind him. You could have gone, but now, okay, go. Move. Yeah, move up.
This?
Yeah,
This is
up
horrible.
here. It's not good, but now when those cars are gone, you can move forward. So you can see after this third one, now you can go.
This is horrible.
It's
Why?
not good. It's not good.
That's the way. There's a way to do it.
I'll agree with you that it's not good, but you have to go.
Now
That
you're
is
not.
horrible. You're good.
See,
That is the worst thing of all
if I would
time.
have written 984, I'd write it not 9,009.
It's not even that. It's not that long. It
I'll
is
just
not.
say that it was that long in the beginning of the book.
So
That's
you.
with
What? So you'd say that this book is exactly 1900.
I said it's 1984. It's all about censorship. People would think that it was censored until the pages are gone.
1984
actually-
really isn't even about censorship.
That's what you just said it was about.
You did say it was about.
I didn't say it was about censorship.
Yes, you
I
did.
said that that's a
did.
prominent part of the book.
You said that's kind of like the whole
That-
point of the book, that everything is censored. But
And-
yeah.
So it's not really censorship in the book. It's controlling what is true and what is false,
Which is like
which you
censorship.
could consider censorship.
That's just doing things, controlling what is true and what is false. That's just doing.
Well,
things.
no, it's also making sure you're never wrong.
It's just
that's
that's
just
the-
doing things.
do it. Yeah, what?
The
That's-
entire point, the main character works in the Ministry of Truth, where his entire job is he gets certain articles and newspapers or some things like that, where certain things which were correct at the time are no longer correct.
What do you mean?
Like there's two other nations in the book, and you can only
So it's like Russia, China, and the U.S.
No.
yes, actually, it is.
Well, kind of, but isn't
No.
it Oceania? So it's like.
So it's
it's
Oceania, so
Australia.
it's both Americas, Britain, Australia, and New Zealand, with like, and then there's like, I don't remember, like Eurasia,
Eurasia, which is Europe plus.
Asia, yeah, and then
Yeah.
there's
Is there an African one?
no, there's nothing in
They
it.
just removed that.
I don't know. They don't mention Africa at all, really.
Yeah, which is kind of funny.
But essentially, the party has only ever been at war with one, but they constantly switch who they're at war with. So every single time they're whose side they're on
Well, yeah, because
switches, they have to rewrite their entire history.
What, to say that they've only ever fought the one?
Yeah.
That's so dumb. That's
That's
pointless.
So dumb.
It's supposed to give an
Wouldn't
idea
wouldn't
that
someone find out and just be
party-
Like, this is stupid.
no, they have the whole thing. So
It's not like they
the
wouldn't-
entire point is that the party is always right, no matter what.
That's wrong.
Well,
You
no,
see,
they
this is
see.
the problem.
See,
They-
the
they don't
problem
have
is
any lever- they
that
don't
they're
have-
always right, but they're actually not right ever. So
the problem.
right, like they're just
There's
not
no,
being
there's no
correct.
over, this isn't realistic. There's no libertarians.
Well, the idea
Well,
is that
it's
they
like-
killed them all.
Yeah.
Or
That's where
also,
you're wrong. Libertarians are smarter.
it's-
Like, go in
it's-
hiding and not deal
it's
with all this BS.
unclear.
Go in the caves.
What the heck, John?
So
Yeah.
there's there's essentially, there's three sections of people. There's the high party, which are like the people who are actually in the party. The middle party, which are the people that do all the work for the party. And then there's literally everyone else. That is 85% of the population.
I like to say it.
That are like the
blacks,
proles, they're the proletariat.
Well,
And the entire point of the book is kind of just like, if the proletariat rise up. Actually, that's not the point. That's just kind of like what the main character believes.
Oh,
That if the proles would rise up, they could crush the party.
well, because he's British, so he thinks that the working people are actually really strong, when forgetting that the working people are already kind of in charge, because that's how democracy works.
Well, it's no longer democracy.
Yeah.
It's really funny. There's this one section of the book where he's like reading the real history of what actually happened.
Yeah.
And it's like, so in the early 1900s, not 1900s, 20th century, in the early 20th century.
That's the 1900s.
1900s, same thing, whatever.
That's
So,
in the early 21st century?
no, in the early 20th century, a bunch of people saw that history was just repeating itself, where the middle class used ideas of equality to use the lower class to overthrow the higher class, and then the middle becomes the higher class.
That's correct in nations that don't get more developed, like Russia.
That's like less developed nations. But,
But
developed, it's
so
not.
the idea is that the people in the middle class saw that they wanted to rise, but they came up with a plan by staying in power once they had achieved power. And it's just like, normally they had gone with equality and stuff. So what if we just went with inequality? And the idea is that literally everyone accepted it, and yeah.
Well, yeah, see, that's dumb.
They also have an idea that like a bunch of nukes got dropped, but whatever.
Oh, well, see, that affects things a lot more than,
yeah.
like, anything else.
And you forget that, like, once
but,
you
like,
develop,
if you want to
some classes
read,
just fall apart.
like, an I don't know, how it presents in... Starship Troopers is actually pretty good, like, anti-democracy book.
Well, see,
But in that one,
interesting
it's not like
the-
anti-democracy. It's like democracy, but only if you serve in the military. So it's got like a weird, like, oh, democracy, but only for a few, which kind of ends up working for them. Although, but they set it up so that it worked, right?
So the entire point in 1984 is that it
Doesn't happen.
it's
That's what I hate about the book.
well,
No, it does. It is supposed to be happening in 1984. That's the point.
Why is it called? That's so dumb.
It's supposed to happen in 1984, and the guy's writing in the 50s. So the guy's like, oh, in an alternate universe, this is what happens in 1984, right? Like an alternate universe that is
so
theoretically of things that had happened before happened that, right? It's like wacky.
So it's supposed to be, what if the entire world was communist?
Which is dumb.
This is what would happen. And it's interesting because you can see the similar parallels to China, kind of. You can kind of see that.
Well, I mean, like, China's just, like, has tons of poor people, and they're moving in the middle class, and eventually...
We talk about your idea, how the middle class
yeah.
is so big that it's going to destroy China.
Well, yeah, because China's going to have to deal with
We're
the
not
fact
going to hit our Chinese audience now, because you're saying how, the China's going to fall
We
apart.
didn't have a Chinese audience in the first
Yeah,
place.
we don't have a Chinese audience. What?
You don't know.
The closest
We
person we
could.
have is like Kobe.
Yeah. But,
Kobe, yes.
anyway,
Not a
we're
fan.
home, so we're going to end the podcast here. There's, I don't know.
Is,
There's nothing. Yeah.
We only have 29 hours remaining on this recording.
Oh, no.